Hey, let me see that 7 again.
Hold both of them out there, bud.
Yeah, buddy. Pretty full parking lot here. It's gonna be 70 degrees today here in Grand Washington at Lake X. Pretty full. Probably last time you're gonna see me in sun weather, sun gear, shorts and a sun shirt. Those days are limited as we get into middle of October. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the channel here at Lake X on Saturday. Gonna kick things off with the big red buzzer. Got Chef Alex in the back of the boat throwing the same thing. He is a true believer in the big red buzzer. Here we go. Parking lot's pretty full. Lots of duck hunters this morning. It's just after 11 a.m. It's dead calm. Really would like a little bit of a ripple on the water, especially when you got bright sunny conditions. Can never go wrong with a little bit of wind. This is a 45-degree laydown right there, if you can see right below the surface. Caught many 5- and 6-pounders off of that in the month of September and October. This area you see me fishing is probably going to be one of my best areas on the lake. I'm normally going to start out at, catch a few fish, and I come back and check this area all throughout the day, multiple times, as the fish are constantly moving in the fall time. So in return, you got to keep your boat moving. Keep that trolling motor on high. Cover as much water as you can. Last weekend fishing was kind of piss poor for it being the first week of October last weekend. So hopefully it changes today and picks back up. Even though I caught a 5.5, 3 fish total for 7 hours of fishing in early October is not normal. I only had a handful of bites. Alex only caught 1 fish. That 1 fish was a dandy of a fish. Just literally come out of nowhere. Funny thing is that I had Mr. Lee in the boat, and Mr. Lee's PB is 3.91. Alex caught a fish that was shy of 4.2 pounds. That would have been a PB for Mr. Lee. But Alex is like, give me that! Some grass. The grass should be really starting to die with these overnight lows and the shorter days. I did just put on brand new 65-pound braid on this setup that I got, throwing the big red buzzer. It's not a break the bank type of a setup. Anybody can easily have this set up and purchase this setup, put it together. You can't go wrong with the Lew's Mach series rods, either in spinning or bait casting. This is the 4th weekend in a row where the water clarity is that pea green soup color. We've had just weird weather up here in the PNW. I think that is to blame most of this water clarity off of. I figured we would have been smashed already. Yep, that's what we got to contend with, them ducks. Water temp right now is 59 degrees. It will warm up to probably 62 today, by the end of today. So we still got a little bit more degreeage before we have to really put up the top water. As it gets colder and colder, the water temp drops and drops. Once you get below 55 degrees, your bite numbers go down significantly, but when you do get a bite, it's going to be a big one. Some days you'll be fishing for 3 fish, 3 bites the entire day. Like an 8-hour day, you'll be fishing for 3 bites, and those 3 bites, if they hook, they're going to be big ones. Guarantee you 5 to 10 pounders. But it's just the want that you got to have to fully commit to that. And you're not guaranteed anything. Well, I think that whole payout and the whole idea of going for the gusto, yeah, that's the way I like it. Never gonna get anywhere without taking some chances. Oh, that was a bad cast. That was real bad. We're gonna have a problem. Maybe not. I'll thread the needle. Look at that. Nothing. This is normally going to be your best bite of the year as far as the buzzbait when the water temp is about 62 all the way down to about 55 degrees. Maybe even just shy of 55. Oh, Alex has got one right at the boat, and it's a PB. It might be a PB right here. Yeah, buddy. That's a 3 4. It looked like a giant though. Yeah, buddy. Look at that fish. Alex just whacked. He drew first blood. He gonna be a firm believer in that bait. It's got something funky on his tail. Damn, that's a good one. Yeah, Alex just caught a dandy on the big red buzzer. Now he's gonna go ahead and release it. Looks to be close to a 3-pounder, if not just over 3. That water clarity is horrible, but that fish smoked that buzzbait. Gonna walk for him. Good job, Chef Alex. On the board. 1-0. Trigger happy duck hunters. Man, y'all suck. There can't be that many ducks over there. Oh, look at that. I just got a hooker. A hooker before noon. All right, all right, all right. Look at that. Alex just caught number 2. I just about biffed it. Me too. Wow. Yeah. Alex is killing it right now. Barely hooked. Got the trailer hook. Still a keeper bass. He got that stank on his fingers. All right, I better get to it. Alex is up 2-0 on me. It's okay, I'm gonna catch a fish that'll eat both those fish. Well, definitely that last one. May not eat the first one. We got the scale working now too. Isn't that convenient? I'm just gonna say Alex's first fish was a 3-pounder. That's what I would have said. If not, it was just shy of a 3. Probably a 2.8, 2.9, something like that. Weighing by the 100th. Those scales are way more accurate than the scales that weigh by the ounce. By the 10th. You want the ones that weigh down to the 100th. Rapala pretty much got the scale game on lockdown. Sometime or another I'm gonna try to purchase one of those Bubba scales. It's like the new big thing with all the pros. I think it's a $300 scale. I don't know if you can get it certified, but there are some scales out there that Tactical Bassin had back in the day that they would get certified, which is kind of crazy to think about, but yeah. I'm looking for a very, very aggressive bite this afternoon. From usually it's that 1 to 5 o'clock is going to be your big fish window. In the past, usually about the 2:30 to 3:30 is normally the little sweet spot in that time frame in the fall. Well, mid-October. $11:52 a.m. A quick little tip, if you're going to be throwing this buzzer around grass, sparse grass, somewhat sparse grass like that, like you see, I highly recommend speeding up your buzz bait, especially if you have a trailer hook on there. That trailer hook, the slower you go, the lower it's going to hang in the water. But just speed it up just a little bit, and then you can slow it back down in the little pockets of open water. Just a little handy tip you should look at trying next time you're out throwing a buzzbait. We may bump right there, Alex. We're going to. Light bump. Right now, Chef Alex and I are going through this little flat that has little dollar pads. Has your normal PNW pondweed, and that's that stuff right there that you can see. It also has lily pads and an abundant amount of wood, whether it's stump, 45 laydowns, just normal laydowns. There's big old rounds. There's some tree trunks that are bigger in my truck that are in this lake. I have spent the last 15 years of my life fishing this lake. So my knowledge of the lake is pretty extensive. And I still get skunked from time to time at this lake. But there's so many different ways you can catch fish at this lake. As you can see by my channel, top water is my #1 way of wanting to catch a bass. Especially from April to October. This is to mimic a red-winged blackbird injured on the surface, is what the red blades are supposed to represent. If you don't know what a red-winged blackbird is, I highly recommend you to Google that and get very familiar with that bird, because that bird is the bird of fishing worldwide. So like the #1 bird sound you hear when you're fishing is a red-winged blackbird. They prefer the reeds and bulrush and stuff like that to nest in. Just going through here and fan casting around, trying to figure out where the group of fish are located at, or if they're just single fish, loners. Usually your bigger fish are going to be loners unless they're offshore and grouped up. But most of the time, if you're fishing cover, you're going to come across loner fish. That's a back cast. Getting some freaking wind. Fishing's is dynamite right now. It is for Alex. Another back cast. I'm full of that today. Look at that 4x4 right over that thing. Got a hitchhiker trying to ride for free. What the hell off my thing? Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Wide left. That was a terrible cast. Time to go home. That was a really bad cast. Oh, I did it again too. So when you're making casts like that, I normally try to run my bait about 1 foot away from the object, piece of cover, 8 to 12 inches away from it. So it's not a real bad thing if you have to make multiple casts to get to it. You definitely want to cast past your target and run your bait up and past the target, rather than throwing your bait right on the target. You'll still get bit, but you get way more bites if you just be patient and wait to make that perfect cast just past the target. Your angle is going to be paramount. But the more you get out there and catch fish, the more you understand that and figure that out. Bass fishing is just a giant puzzle. You got to put it together. Some things are more obvious than others. Some things you figure out right there on water. And it is an awesome feeling to figure out the fish, to crack the code. I've cracked the code a few times in my time. I had some just monumental days of bass fishing. Couple of big fish right below the boat. 15 feet of water we were just sitting in. There's a crime scene right here. It was off of this lay down right here.
No shit.
That's not a double digit. It was October 14th of 2018. But the water temp was like 52 degrees, I think, back then. Big old lay down right here. This piece of wood right here closest to us is the boot. That other piece may be a part of the boot as well. Stand on that log right there and throw a spinnerbait right where we're sitting. I caught and had a 5-pounder break a spinnerbait from shoreline right now. When I first found this lake. Still 5 feet of water.
Thank you.
Should get bit over here by the tree. What'd I say?
You missed?
No.
Bigger. 4.
Right, 3 probably. Maybe even 4. It was right where it should have been. How about that? Live on camera. It might be less than what I think. Feels a little light. Let's see if the scale wants to work. There it goes. Yep, a lot less than I thought. Got a big ass head on it. 2.93. Woo! Stop, you're gonna make me drop you. There's close to a 3-pound fish. Outstanding, my first fish of the day. Took way too long. Yeah, buddy. 2.91. I'm gonna go ahead and release it. Big red buzzer. Get some.
Fish, they're really active, swimming all over the place, but
Hey, let me see that 7 again.
Hold both of them out there, but
Yeah, 7.53, and the one that he has in his left
now I'm
hand right
holding
now
this
is
fish.
probably at least a 5. Look at that. That's fall fishing for you, ladies
I had
and
the other one
gentlemen.
behind my back. This one's not mine.
That's fall fishing, though. Yeah, buddy. Fish number 2 for me. Thought it was a 4-pounder. It's a well-built fish. Nonetheless, come out to be 3.53, I think. Yeah, 3.53. Anyway, we're gonna release her. Here we go, back at it. We got in a verbal conflict with those duck fucks. No, not really. They ended up realizing that it sucks to duck hunt in 70-degree weather. Not saying you can't do it, it's just not optimal conditions. So you need to kick rocks on down the road. Especially when you hear that big red buzzer. I'm just kidding all you duck hunters out there. We may bump. So now Chef Alex and I are gonna go through here and see if we can't whack a few fish. And then we're gonna start to fish back up. It's definitely right past the hottest part of the day. And it's still pretty freaking warm. But I take it as this may be one of the last few times I get to wear shorts and a sun shirt, so I'll have it. Beaver? I heard a beaver slap its tail on the water. It's a distinctive. Oh, Alex has got one. He's got a good one. Keep that head up. Keep your rod up. There we go. He got a good one. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's a good one, dude. Yes, sir. You're gonna be a believer in that red buzzer of that. Yeah, he got it on the trailer hook too. Perfectly hooked. Here, snatch that sucker up behind the head. Yep. Just right behind the gills. You'll feel like a little indentation where your hand's going. Yeah. It goes useless when you grab it. Yeah, buddy. It's a high 3. 3.5. High 3. Yeah, good save.
Man,
It's a strong fish.
it's strong.
That's what we're coming for. Yeah, buddy. 3.61 on the big red buzzer. That's a dandy of a fish for the fall time topwater. Last year of the topwater. Last of the topwater for the year, I should say. Yeah, buddy. Here we go, back at it. Chef Alex is up 3-2. Basically, the man's caught 2 3-pounders on the big red. Water temp down here on the south end of Lake X is a little bit warmer than the north end. We're still throwing these red-winged blackbird imitating buzz baits. If you haven't already, you should check out my video I just recently released. Big red buzzer, everything I know. It's getting to be late noon. It's 3:20. Got about another hour or so before the bite should start to really improve. I'm praying, hoping, thinking it should. Most people wouldn't even throw that bait into something like that, but if you know what you're doing, you could really manipulate the bait to work in your favor and just less than ideal places to throw the bait. But that's part of that think different type of a movement I'm trying to push on people. Think outside the box. When you're throwing your baits, you'll catch a lot more fish than everybody else around you. I didn't get it fast enough at the start of that. There's a certain amount of thickness this bait will take. As long as you're fast and aggressive with it, like Alex just did right there, and they'll still come up out of the grass and eat that bait. It has a trailer hook, so it'll definitely sting them. And normally when you throw this bait, like I'd say probably at least 60-70% of the time, when you throw this bait, within the first 5 to 10 foot, maybe 3 to 5 foot, this thing's gonna get smoked. Just keep that in mind when you're throwing at objects and targets such as this lake. Some days they like to follow this bait all the way up to the boat, and they'll smash it when you try to pull it out of the water. And those are the hardest fish to actually stick and catch, because they usually catch you off guard. Usually scares you, makes you blink your eyes. What do you got? You got one? Yeah, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it coming. Oh yeah, Alex is hooked up. This is fish number 4. Looks like a good one too. Big old fatty. Where's it at? Bring it up. Bring it up. Yeah, buddy. You got that one. That's a good 3. A good 3. Another 3. Damn, man. On the trailer hook too. Look at it. It maybe push a 3.5, 3 3/4. On the trailer hook, it got, whoa. Hey, Gordo. Come off of that boot. You want some pliers?
I cooked it good, man.
shoot, look out. Tucker. The pliers are messed up, to let you guys at home know what's going on. Yeah, be forceful with it. Just, yeah. There you go. Let's weigh the fatty. Oh, I thought it was bigger than that. 3.46. Still a fatty.
Yeah, buddy.
Hit that like button. This is fish number 4 for Chef Alex. Chef Alex's 4th fish. 3.46. And the day. Yeah. Top water bite, big red buzzer. Get you some. Fall time fatty. Chef Alex with the release of the 4th fish for him. I got 2 fish. It's probably gonna end the video after his release. He's gonna get a last picture or last little video himself. Adios. Yeah, hit the like button. Sun's on its way down. It's 5:50 p.m. I think that's gonna end the video for today's fishing. Once again, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Once again, thank you for watching. Swimbait79 out.